Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Summertime is winding down. It's the hunting gathering time of year, the putting away the things for winter. Maybe you have a full pantry, or you had a full pantry, and then when the stay at home pandemic orders came out due to the COVID 19 coronavirus, you ate up a lot of the food that you had on your stockpile, or you never had a stockpile to begin with, and so your cupboards are looking bare. This is a great time to head to the store and stock up now. Do your hunting and gathering for the winter in the grocery store. I'm going to give you some great ideas of simple foods that you can stock up on that seem to be available in the stores right now. And we don't know what's going to happen going forward. They keep talking about a second wave. And even if we don't have any more problems with the pandemic, there are always forest fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, civil unrest. There are always catastrophes and emergencies going on in everyone's community at some time or another. So no matter who you are or where you live, stocking up now is a great idea. The first foods you may want to stock up on are canned foods that are easy to open. They're completely ready to eat meals. You can open them and eat them. They're already cooked, because in a lot of emergencies, maybe we don't have time to cook. We don't have electricity. We don't have water to start boiling and making things. Getting things that are easy to open and eat, full meal entrees that are already prepared, are an easy way to have a quick meal so you have the energy to figure out what to do next. They don't have to come in a can. You can look for meals in pouches, little ready-to-eat meals in bowls. Anything that's already prepared that you can just open and eat is a great idea to have in your pantry. I like things like chili, tamales, ravioli, beef soups, chicken soups, pot pie soups. They're all different kinds of varieties and flavors. Choose the foods that you are willing to eat and that your family will eat. Don't buy foods you're not familiar with to find out you don't like it and no one will eat it. It's a complete waste of your food storage dollars and your pantry space. Look up and down the aisle. If you see something you think you might like, take one home and try it. If you like it, you can go back and get more. If you don't like it, oh well, you can choose something else next time. Then there are simple to fix meals that maybe you just need some water and to heat them up. Look for boxes of pasta. Pasta lasts nearly forever. Get a variety of sauces. Now look for packaged meals, things like macaroni and cheese. You can find it in a box. You can also find some of these types of meals in little cups where you just add water and heat it in the microwave. They come in all kinds of different varieties of flavors. Look for ones that you like. Look for pouches like Knorr mixes, rice-a-roni, pasta-roni. Check on the back. A lot of them just add water and olive oil, but some of them you need things like butter and milk. Make sure you have those items. Look for packages of Bear Creek soups. You just need to add water. Like suddenly salad, couscous mixes, beans and rice. There are lots of different items, lots of entrees, and easy to prepare foods that they're easy to keep in your pantry for several years at a time. These foods all last several years, but you need to pay attention to the date on the package. Try to use it before it's called a best by, sell by, use by date. It's not necessarily an expiration date, but the manufacturer guarantees the food will be top notch until that date. It can last far longer than that, but sometimes the flavor starts to deteriorate. The food may lose some of its texture and consistency, and after a while food is just going to go bad. It's just going to spoil or not taste good anymore. Look for things like Idahoan potatoes and Betty Crocker muffin mixes, because you only need to add water. Lots of other muffin mixes are delicious and they're great to have in your pantry, but look on the back at the other ingredients that you need to have on hand to make these items. Make sure that you also have those items on hand, or they're not very useful in your long-term food storage. Next, stock up on some canned meats. Choose meats that you like to eat. Tuna, chicken, ham, roast beef, corned beef, Spam, oysters, sardines. There's probably 25 different types of meats in the store that you can find canned that will last for a long time. The great thing about canned meats is they seem to last many years past the sell-by date. Just like every other food, find flavors that you like. Take one home, try it. If you like it, go back and get more. If you don't like it, choose something else. The canned meats are a great way to add to packaged foods to make a meal bigger, better, more delicious. If your family likes peanut butter, get some. Maybe you'd like to try another kind of nut butter if you have peanut allergies. These are all great ways to add protein into your diet. No pantry is complete without beans. Look for all kinds of beans. Chili beans, refried beans, baked beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, black-eyed peas, all the different varieties. Look them over, find ones that you like. Think before you buy foods, how can I use this can with some of my other foods to make a complete meal? And that's how you make your pantry work for you. You plan it out with, I'm gonna pour the soup over mashed potatoes. I'm gonna add a can of chicken to the suddenly salad. I can serve the chili over rice. Next, get some fruits and vegetables. I can tell you from experience, cans of fruit do not have the longevity in their shelf life as other foods. It's something about the acidity in them or the pH level. I don't remember what the science is. I just know that it's true. They don't last as long. I've had fruit cans that have leaked, they've bulged, they've been not any good to eat. So pay closer attention to the expiration dates on your fruits and vegetables than on some of your other products. They just don't last as long, has been my experience. If you like to eat cereal, get several boxes. I like granola bars, but you do have to pay closer attention to the expiration date on foods like cereal and granola bars. I have had Cliff bars that were a year expired and they were just as delicious as brand new. So that's something to take into account. Different foods have different times when they just aren't any good to eat anymore. You have to be careful of these kind of foods because there are so many complex ingredients in them that they tend to get stale. Don't forget to add seasoning and bouillon mixes. You can make your foods more flavorful with just a few simple additions of foods that are don't take up a lot of room and are easy to store. If you like coffee, get instant coffee. It will last for 20 years. I haven't found any other coffee that'll last anywhere near that long. Tea bags are great. I like to drink tea, so I keep tea bags on hand. I put them into clean mason jars and seal them up so that they're airtight and they last for many years that way. You also might want to make sure that you get some vitamin pills in case you're missing out on some of the complete nutrition in an emergency type situation. I chose vitamin C on this shopping trip because your body cannot store vitamin C. It's nice to have a multivitamin, but I saw this and decided that's a good thing to have in my stockpile. Then go down the dry food aisle. Get a bag of rice. Get a few bags of beans. You only need to pick them up in 1 or 2 pound sizes, and you have made a variety of long-term foods that you can store away in your kitchen. You can store them in an empty jar. You can store them in an empty food-safe container like a soda bottle. Anything that says PET, P-E-T-E on the bottom that has held food, you can clean them out, dry them well, add food into them, and store them away. If you can get buckets, they're great. I have had good luck getting 5-gallon buckets with lids at the bakery department in the grocery store. You just go in and ask them, and a lot of times they'll give them to you. If they don't have them, you can go to the hardware store and you can buy a bucket and buy a lid. Make sure your lid has the inner rubber ring so that it seals out the air and is going to help your food last longer. Take this time of year when naturally for generations people have stockpiled their food. They've harvested their farms. They've done their hunting and fishing and stored food away for the winter. You can do that too by hunting and gathering at the grocery store. If you liked my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Learn more at alaskagranny.com and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel. Somebody got tangled up.